What is up, guys? It's your boy Sick Cactus. So hopefully you guys are feeling better than I am right now. And today we've got some brand spanking new Destiny 2 news, courtesy of the Bungie weekly update that has just gone live, revealing official information. And so let's get started. Now, first things first, what's been going on within Destiny 2 this week? Well, in-game, really not too much. Just the continuation of the Festival of the Lost 2023 Halloween event. Remember, guys, that comes to an end on November 7th. So if you're chasing the Horror Story God Roll, you're gonna have to get it before that November 7th date. But aside from that, something actually very big did happen yesterday, and that was Bungie released an article detailing the weapon balance changes coming in Season 23, which is the next season. And there were some absolutely huge ones. You know, Vex Mythoclast is getting a huge buff. Sniper rifles could be meta in PvE and so much more. Now, I did do a full video breaking down all of those announced changes, so I would highly recommend. It's linked up above. Pause this video, go watch that if you want to know kind of the new weapon meta that's going to be arriving next season. So again, some very important information there. But moving on from there, let's get to the brand new information within the TWAB. So first of all, guys, okay, this is a huge quality of life improvement in my opinion. You're actually going to be able to access your vault from orbit. So here is the section Bungie talks about this, and yeah, in-game, if you want to access your vault, you have to actually fly to the tower or the helm or the enclave, and Bungie says starting in Season 23, you'll be able to access your vault in orbit. We are hoping that this update will make it easier for all Guardians to update their build ahead of starting an activity. Now, of course, you could be using a third-party app like Destiny Item Manager. I know when I play Destiny 2, there's always a dim tab open like 24/7, but obviously if you're not playing on PC, you got to use your phone or something. It could be a little bit annoying if you just started the game. Having to go and download third-party apps already is something that's not necessarily intuitive, so this is definitely a good quality of life change. Now, moving on from there, guys, we actually have some pretty big changes to Ghost mods coming also in Season 23. So yeah, you probably haven't touched your Ghost in quite a while, but you can actually put specific mods on your Ghost, and Bungie is actually drastically changing the energy costs of these mods. So we can actually see the table of the changes right here. So Combo Detector, where you can detect nearby resources as well as chests, that's going down to a 1 energy cost from currently 5. Then you have Wombo Detector going down to 2 energy from currently 6, and then you have all the different armorer mods. So mobility, resilience, recovery, all of those are all going to be the same at a 2 energy cost. And this is huge. Like, Intellect Armor and Recovery Armor cost 4 energy. You were taking up so much of your Ghost energy if you wanted Recovery Armor, which doesn't really make a ton of sense because Resilience is very valuable as well and was 2, so I actually really like how they changed it all to the same amount. After that, guys, Core Harvest going down to 1 from 4, Prism Harvest 3 from 6, Modularity 3 from 4, and Prosperity is staying the same at 3. And Bungie says, as the mathematically inclined among you have already noticed, this means that you will have a lot more options for how to set up your Ghost while keeping those high-value XP mods slotted. Heck, with the right setup, you might find yourself with a Ghost mod in every slot. We're planning to check in with what Ghost loadouts you all choose to rock as you go through Season 23, and we'll use that information to plan further tweaks and upgrades to the system down the line. So I actually think this is a great change, being able to have, you know, the maximum amount of XP gains and an armorer and, you know, potentially a detector, all that stuff on at the same time. Again, that's going to be pretty darn sweet. Now, moving on from there, guys, Bungie has a section, a friendly check-in with Rahul, talking about the massive economy changes that are going to occur starting in Season 23 when they begin to phase out legendary shards. So, Bungie says, long story short, starting in Season 23, the Cryptarch can now break down 1 enhancement prism into 5 enhancement cores for 2,500 glimmer 3 times a week. Here's a summary of all the updates. So, If you want an enhancement prism, it's going to cost 10 enhancement cores and 2,500 glimmer, which is a lot cheaper than it previously was. 1 ascendant shard, 10 enhancement prisms, and 10,000 glimmer, again quite a bit cheaper. 1 ascendant alloy is 10 enhancement prisms and 10,000 glimmer, and 5 enhancement cores is 1 enhancement prism and 2,500 glimmer. I actually really like breaking down prisms into cores. I find myself with way too many prisms to the point where I'm actually deleting prisms in my inventory to pick up the prism drops, like when you rank up, for example, Zavala at the Vanguard, and he gives you those 2 prisms. I have like full prisms, so I have to like literally delete them, so I think this is a great change. Now, this is also a great time to remind you guys, because again, legendary shards are being phased out. Make sure to be spending your legendary shards every single day. You should be going to the Cryptarch and turning them into enhancement cores. You can do that like 5 times a day, because starting in season 23 and then for sure in final shape, legendary shards are just going to poof out of your inventory and you won't get any compensation for them. Moving on from there, they have a section, a friendly reminder from our product security team. And they talk about the connection between carry services and cheating. So they say Bungie's product security team continues to protect players from cheating and enables players to experience the game as its talented designers intended. Over the past year, we've observed an increase in accounts being stolen and sold without the account owner's permission by boosters, paid carry services, and cheat developers. Such services also appear to harvest and sell any other personal or financial information they come across. Yikes! There's an increasingly clear relationship between boosting services and cheating. Primarily, boosting and paid carry services frequently resort to cheats to churn through as many customers as fast as possible. After those customers are churned through, the carry services will then sell the account credentials to other bad actors. Cheat developers, in turn, will use packs of stolen accounts to evade bans and enable further cheat development. Ultimately, services that offer to skirt the integrity of the game are not likely to be trustworthy with a player's account and personal information. In addition to the untrustworthiness of these services, they're also against the terms of service and end up as the basis of a permanent ban on the account. And they have some links down below you can see. But yeah, this has been a big issue for years. Bungie has talked about in the past that they'll ban accounts for cheating, and then the owner of the account is like, what are you talking about? I never cheated, I never played with a cheater. But then they signed up for a boosting service, and when their account was in the hands of this boosting service, they did play, with a cheater or whatever, and that results in a ban. So guys, do not sign up for boosting services, just play the game yourself. I know some people are like, well, I can't beat the Vault of Glass, and I really want a Fatebringer. It is not worth getting a Fatebringer when your entire account and everything you've ever worked for in this game could be stolen. Oh, on top of your personal information getting stolen as well. Like, that is so much worse than having to wade through some toxic LFG experiences to maybe get the Fatebringer the legit way, right? Again, like, it's just not worth the risk versus the reward, in my opinion. And yeah, like, do not sign up for those services. Now, moving on from there, guys, you can see right here, if you're a non-English speaker, there's going to be these different Destiny accounts based in all these different languages that are going to translate important tweets from like Bungie help and all that stuff. So that's going to help out the international community right there. And then, guys, the last thing showcased in the TWAB was Bungie revealing some of the winners of the Festival of the Lost, like cosplay and fashion competition. You can see this awesome Spider-Man set right here. I'll let you guys head to the TWAB and look at these for yourself. As always, it's linked in the description of this video. I just can't believe my Cade 6 pumpkin didn't win, like, Bungie, why are you slighting me like this? Anyways, guys, that is it for the video. Hope you enjoyed and found this informative. If you did, please remember to help me out by simply rating and especially sharing this video. If you guys want to see more Destiny 2 content similar to this, don't be afraid to slap that subscribe button. If you want to get in touch with me and keep up to date with the latest channel activity, the best way is to follow me on Twitter at RickCacus. That's linked in the description down below. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, have a good day.